We open this one. It takes our time a little bit. Wait for a while. If it not work, we go home. We choose this one X32, the best solution. X32. Okay.
X32.
Okay. We click on OK. This is the most default how it looks basically. Some computer has the low memory or some issue with installment, so it will be have a trouble. But this is the most basic. So when they're starting, it will show you the avatar style and avatar style. And normally this one under avatar editor. Okay, so avatar style is just nothing. It just show the face, a little bit like face, and also the shoe for you to choose. Okay, but the window for avatar style you can explore by yourself because the one I explained to you before. This is show exactly the size of the human. If in the future you work for the Ukutu or some like consultant uniform project or blah blah, or you have the personal customer, they want to see how they real look up. And if you don't want to do illustration by yourself, and you can save this person, like Kun A for example, Kun B, Kun C. So all the time you open the profile, you have that body. So you just adjust this one after you measure them in the real one. But
you can make it repeat.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we don't have to work with this one. We just work with the standard model. Okay, so we close this one. Huh?
If I make it wrong, I want to reset.
Normally when you finish this one, you cannot reset anymore. The reason is the pattern they understand. It's still a computer, they're not too smart. New have to make a new one. Okay, so we close this
คือ
one.
ถ้าเราใส่ผิดไปอ่ะแล้วเราอยากแก้อะคือเราขึ้นใหม่มาเลย เปิดใหม่เปิดตัวใหม่เขาก็จะสแตนดาร์ดมาให้ใช่ไหมสมมติเราไปใส่ว่าน้ำหนักเกินเราใส่
If your customer get old, next month have to re-acknowledge again. You cannot go there and to adjust. You understand, right? Okay. Okay. After we close this one, you have to understand we have two windows. One is for the pattern. One is for the illustration music. Again, this window illustration is not accurate 100%. The most very accurate is only 60 or 65% or 70 maximum. So why we have to look at this one? Sometimes it gives us a little bit feeling how the look of pattern look like. You have to use your pattern knowledge in your class of Adobe or Revit to adjust and to see, you understand, right? But we will have exactly the perspective, how the look of the pattern. But if you want to the really real body, you have to adjust. You understand, right? So this software is for illustration more than the pattern drafting. In the computer, we have the Gerber technology, or we have a Lestra, or we have something more nowadays. But this one requires the technological passionate and practicing a lot. Okay, this software again is for fashion illustration. Okay, so this window with a pattern, and this window for to see the real look. Okay, when the pattern is ready, it will be show you this one thing. The first thing you have to remove her clothes and remove the pattern out for empty, and we can start design. So how to do this one? You go to File and New Garment. File, New Garment. After you click on this one, it's empty. Okay.
Just kidding.
Oops.
Okay. Okay. In order to use this software, you have to understand how to use the mouse. They will have left, right, and the rolling up and down. Three functions is very important for this software. When you click something wrong, it will be something wrong. So make sure that it's like driving, right? Left, right, and roll. How to use this one? First of all, when we go to the pattern, the story. Actually, this software is quite basic. They developed about like 10 years ago already. So they only allow you to type this bigger and smaller. So we use the scrolling. You will see this one bigger and smaller. They will not allow you to rack up, move it. They always like this. So no matter what, you have to place your pattern around it. So it's quite a little bit like not advantage. But the marvelous, the professional, they allow you to rack it somewhere. But here they only allow you to do like this. Okay? So this function is for here to see smaller and bigger, scroll down with the middle of the mouse. Here, you will see here. If you want to see the back side, front side of the model, I have the electric. It's strong. Okay, you see. If you use the left, normally when we want to click on the any kind of thing in internet or something, we use the left. It will work. Here you cannot. You have to use the right. And when you see, I want to look at the behind this one. I click on the right one, the mouse. Then we have this icon, the rotate icon. You see, and then you can move. You understand, right? If we have you like this. And again, same with the pattern, it will be up bigger and smaller. You understand, right? But if you want to move a little bit to see the armhole, something, neckline, you have to use the right click mouse.
Okay.
Simple, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is the first, this one. This one is complicated. We have to study next week, but today we're just starting to you to show all the function. Okay. Sometimes you will not see this kind of the functional bar. Sometimes when you open, you cannot see this one because it's hidden in somewhere. Normally, where it's hidden, you see here. They have the dot, 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 dot. This one here, you see, right? Normally, you move here and they will tell you this one. You just click the left one and drag it down. They have more for you. You understand, right? Normally, if it's high, you just go there and drag it. It will show you more and more. You understand, right? Sometimes you say your friend computer have and you don't have it there, and you just go there and drag it out. It go out. Okay. Now, yep.
There are like limited space in the bottom row, right?
Yeah.
So you have to like just drag something up and drag something down.
Right. Drag until it go out. Okay.
Only if you don't have it already, It's
Yeah.
just sometimes it's not there and you have to kind of find it first.
Okay, we have to understand this one very important. Now we learn about this one, okay? The name, no, don't say dot, dot, dot. Show arrangement point. And you say dot, dot, dot. It look like the human dot. The name is show arrangement point. This is very important. When you draw the pattern in here and you try to send it here, you need to place a pattern exactly where you want to place. For example, this is the top, you have to place the top area. For example, when you click on this one, you see they will show you this one.
Oh.
And you don't want to see you close it, but very important. Now I will show you one by one first. This one is the flat pattern. You have to understand how when to use this one. And this is the 3D pattern. Flat pattern meaning when you transform from here, they will move all the pattern for here. It's a flat. And actually the 3D pattern is similar. It just make it curve follow the body up. It looks like when you fold the fabric. You get this one, you just fold a little bit of mannequin, you know that, right? And you stretch it is straight. Actually, it's two similar. One is a flat, one is a little bit curve. But we need to use this one when we do the sewing. And a lot of wrong line, and we don't know how to go back. We have to leave this one so then we flat back again. It looks like when you sew wrong and you have to unpick and you have to play all the pattern again to have a look again.
Oh.
You understand when we do the sewing, right? Unpick and we have to play again to check. This is like this. This one, it's not recycled now. It's a sin. Sin meaning when you draw from here, some computer they will dump immediately transfer the piece of fabric here already for you. But sometimes you draw and they still naked. You have to click on here. It's transfer. Sometimes the computer memory too slow. You draw like 10 pieces and they only show you here 8 pieces. Meaning the mixing, you have to click it like the refresh. Actually, this function is remove here, move all the pattern for you. You understand, right? Now I want to show you this one first. Okay, and the last one, this one. Move pattern. This one, the name. It looks like the T-shirt and have the mouse icon. Move pattern. Remember, sometimes you cannot move the mannequin and it's stuck. It looks like freezer, because this button is not open. When this button is not open, you cannot touch the mannequin. You cannot move like this, like it done. So you just have to check around because of this button. You understand, right? So always turn on this one. But if not on, you have to go and check it. When you cannot move the pattern and it, no matter what you touch, you move, it's stuck like this because of this button.
Okay.
Okay ไหมล่ะ Okay. This one first now. This one not important. We learn later. Now we learn about this one. Create polygon.
Polygon.
Okay, you have to write down gray color. You will see this one and this one similar, but this one is gray and this one is the red. This one is the create pattern. We use the pencil drawer. This icon is the icon looks similar, but actually we only use the gray one. This one for inner. Okay, so sometimes you can draw and it not happen because you click on the wrong one. We have to click on this one, create polygon. So actually it's a free drawing. This one, if you choose this one, it's also the same, but they give you the rectangular, and this one they give you the circle. So sometimes if you want circle, you choose this one. Rectangular, you this one. If you want the freestyle, you do this one. So this function is same. Actually, this one is pencil to draw. This one is already circle, and you just, for example, here, I click in here, I draw circle. You understand, right? And you have the pattern, or you have this one, or you draw this one. You understand, right? It's same. Okay.
So can you sync this now already with the left side and it's kind of somewhere on the
Can.
mannequin?
Can. Okay, now you see I have a 3 pattern, right? I want to see it. I click in here. You see 3 pattern. I go here. You understand, right? Now I don't want this. I will delete it. When you want to delete, you have to understand your mouse have to be work this one and this one very careful. If you are lazy and you just continue with this one is messy. You understand, right? After you draw, you want to delete something or you want to adjust something, you have to do something here. Edit pattern or move pattern or transform pattern. What's the difference here? Edit pattern is help you to edit the point longer, shorter, bigger, and a lot of like eraser, move and draw. Okay. Edit pattern is just help you to edit. Actually, transform is just like this. This function is help you just move around. But some of you say, okay, I just use this one. Remember, sometimes you can use this one as the transform as well. But sometimes because some mixing you click, it will also transform the line. For example, I forgot and I keep duplicate, you see. But this function cannot. This function just move around and they don't change the pattern. You understand, right? So be careful. If you do this one, sometimes also can move. But if forgot, you click on it, it will change the pattern, you have to redraw again. Okay? So normally you have to use the black one.
Transform
Black
is
to
moving
move
around.
And like the white one is for detail.
Yeah. But the white one also can help move as well, but sometimes it will be drop off with
It's like
you.
Illustrator.
Yeah.
That no function to redo like the computer, right?
They have redo, but it's very complicated. We will tell you
That's
that.
how move pattern.
Okay. So now I delete it. I will choose it. You see, whenever you choose it, they will automatically turn to be the yellow highlight. Meaning when you work with the pattern, it will be yellow highlight. Okay. So I click it. I click it. Okay. Okay. Let's see something now. Now you understand this one is a moving, this is editing. This is again, everything is here. Curve. This one is curve with the point and curve with whole curve. For example, when you draw the line, you click on here, it will curve for you. When you click on the point, they will choose the point and it's curve on the point. You will explore later. I want you to try. Now let's do something first. I will do this one. Again, it's with the Photoshop. Here, if you want to make a straight line, you have to make shift. Here. You understand, right? I have one piece. Now, I will go here. I stop. I go out. Because sometimes I have to do like this. I don't want to mix many of process. Again, you go here. This is the center front. We have to cut and fold. You understand, right? So we cut and fold. You have to go to the line where you want to cut and fold, and I choose already here. You have to understand this line have to be highlighted, meaning they will work on this one. You right click, unfold.
You can all do the bodies block later. Yeah, it's so much fun.
And then you see I have this front, right? Simply. And then let's say that I will make, normally I should not do it because I didn't make the armhole yet. I want to finish only half side perfectly and I will. So I will control yes, like this first. And then I will try to explore. Later you guys try to explore this by yourself. Easy. Here I will try to curve armhole, curve neck, and then curve a little bit. Now remember, unfold. If the line is not straight, you cannot unfold. You understand, right? You have to understand the pattern drafting and tailoring. Meaning the fabric is curved, unfold what up. It have to be straight, right? So sometimes you cannot unfold, don't call me now. You check the line first. Okay. So I will have this one and then I will go here, edit. I click on the line I want. Now it's too much, too many lines, one piece. I only choose here. That's it. Try to rotation a little bit and then unfold. You see here. Okay, go here, work here first a little bit and then make it smaller. So this is the front. And then you will click on here. You right click. You copy. And you go out. You right click. You pass. You have the back, for example. Of course, the back you have to adjust, but I just do this basic. Today we just explore the function. So now you see. I have front and back already, right? But now when you see in the window one, it's all front. This one it have to be like this. It's no way that you can see the back one. This is like this because it's like the pattern wrapping. It's on the table flat. But this one illustration, you need to move this one, the back one, go to the back. You understand, right? So now we have to do like this. First of all, we have to open this one. And then you go here, we choose this one. And then you have to click around here. Sorry. It's curved, you understand, right? If you don't want it curved, you open it straight again. Then I will put here, drag it down.
Yeah.
You understand, right? Then go out here, go back here. Go here to choose her. Remember, now you have to choose this one. If you choose this one, it will be messy later, you will see. So always work with the black when you starting illustrate. And then this at the back, I have to drag here, I choose here. You understand it go, right? But now it's too far, try to move here, drag here a little bit. Choose here. Grab it a bit. Okay, close it so it's more clear a little bit, okay? Now let's do the sewing. Sewing is quite complicated and you have to be patient. So first of all, we have to sewing here is sewing. Is it sewing here?
Yeah, and it's in line.
It's in line. It's a segment. Segment is they understand group by group. For example, this is a segment. They understand. And this seam line meaning that they will understand freestyle, where you want to start and where you want to stop. Segment is meaning if this will go here, it will go there. Meaning segment is meaning they understand 2 points. So if I will tell you this one, okay, show the segment first. I want to here, I go to show here. They will immediately. Or if I go here, they will understand 2 points.
Okay.
So I choose here one line segment, meaning they understand the area within the 2 points. You understand, right? 2 points. But this one is different. This one is you choose it and you can drag, continue where you want. You try explore later. So this one we say sewing, right? Now I will go here and you here. First of all, before you do, you have to test first. You see first one line first, and you understand. If this one is correct, you understand correct now. Sometimes you guys click on the wrong one. This one will be shown here it's wrong. And even if you do wrong, this line will be crossed. This one is not crossed. many if later you will see. This one will be cross. If you don't do correct, it will be cross. I will come back and show you now. I will edit, I will delete the sewing line again, and you see here. You see it cross. If it cross like this, you cannot sew it. So you have to control yes, or you have to edit to click on where you stop, or you have to move here. You need to make sure that if it cross, you have again do again.
But why does it cross now? You do exactly the same.
No, you have to move.
Different point.
No, you have to move it. Normally, when it not cross, it will be green.
Okay, so green is okay.
Yeah. So when you sewing, have to be step by step and look. If it cross, when you starting to stimulate, it's like you sew wrong sizing. So I will do it.
I understand.
So you see here it cross. Okay. There's one more thing easy. Go to the edit. Click on the area draw. And then something. Reserve. You understand, right? If it's wrong, it will be opposite for you. So just edit and click on the line you want, so it reserves. You don't have to delete it. Okay? So I will do very quick here. 6 months, I go here. You see it cross. So you have to move up the. You see when you move a little bit. Okay. Then here. Okay. You check. Look at that. And then you see we have to go here to make it clean. Nah. Then when you want to starting sewing, you need play. Simulate. Okay, now play.
Whoa.
What happened?
But it's still not there.
Wait.
See through some parts.
I think you're going to have trouble. Normally when you click it, we're sewing now. You have to get it. No, it look like you guys now. Finish class, go home. So you see here now you can adjust. For example, too low, you can adjust the point. For example, I will. No. Just have to choose only the point. Yeah.
This is how I use the word.
Maybe click outside again.
See, so it's like this. But again, I tell you, this is fun for fashion and illustration.
Can we also choose what kind of fabric it's using? Because this looks kind of like jersey.
Sure, can.
Tight fit.
We have a denim and seal, and we change the fabric, and it has to be exactly.
Because the first outfit also had like darts. How would you do that? Like kind of cut them out of the...
Can.
No, you're not.
จริงอ่ะ
จริงเหรอ
Okay.ไม่รู้ละ So let's see if we have any picture here or not.
Like you want to place the picture in the pattern and then have kind of like print.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but maybe I use this picture. Normally, when you buy the fabric in the market, so you have 1 meter fabric, right? We cannot cut because it's waste fabric. We don't know how it works. Especially for kimono project, you have to use a lot of piece of fabric. So you have to stretch the fabric in the wall, very flat. Take the picture with eye level. The reason is you have to make sure that the picture you have to be like this. Upload in the desktop or folder. So for example, let's assume this is the fabric. I will click it here. You see we have a fabric here. So this will be seen for the fabric, and then you also can change the fabric. For example, we go to the pattern, we go to the pattern, we go to the texture, and edit it. When you click on edit, it's nothing. You have to move here. You click, then we have this one. So I will teach you when you see the fabric, right? You measure the size of the fabric. For example, like normally before you open the avatar, you have to understand the size model. We need to understand the motif size. For example, the fabric you get it big like this, but when you scan maybe it's like very tiny. It's wrong. You understand, right? We have to see the real of the fabric. So, for example, the real fabric it will be big like this. You understand, right? If this is the real fabric, you have to understand the size of this one. So you have to measure around the neckline is how big this one. So you adjust by hand a little bit, and we understand. You understand, right? And then of course, it's not only the fabric, we also can have the color. The color easy because they give you the color tone already. You just change. But normally this is the work pose of this one. Photoshop and illustration also can use, but it's quite flat. This one is show you more 3D. You understand, right? So today I want you to try this one first, and we have the dark and the gather, and we make a lot of things interesting. So you see here, this one also can show you.
So how do we know the fabric and its the size of the fabric?
But think about it, like about pattern. How big could that be?
what do you mean?
Comparable to this one. I mean,
คือ
the fabric
มัน
and
ก็ดู
comparable.
จากขนาดแล้วก็เราถ้าเรา
Think about it, like
ก็คือมันดูจาก
Because this like roughly a estimate.
Estimate, but it nearly 80%, 90% correct because you can measure the size of this one. You understand the percentage.